where the boxwood domes and the yew hedges are clipped, I think it looks so much tidier. Really like this simple minimalistic style. It was a little bit more minimalistic a couple of years ago, but then later I added all these hellebores here in between the box domes, and I still think it looks better without them. But when it comes to the end of winter and all the hellebores are in flower, I'm enjoying them so much that, yeah, I find it hard to move them to another space in the garden. So, yeah, I think I'll just leave them here. Let me know what you think. Behind it, the Annabelle flowers are turning green now, and there's still some roses as well. And then when we turn to the right, there's lots of color over there. So let's slowly heading that way. So here alongside the path, you can see there's this lovely anemone flower. This one is called Honoring Jobert. Really lovely looking flower. Very simple, but I really like them. And I would love to grow more of them, but somehow they just grew here themselves, here, as you can see, just in the cracks of the pavement. And there's some more here as well. And yeah, I've tried to dig them up once, and then I've placed them to that part of the garden because that's nice and shady, and yeah, I think it would be a good spot for them. Just in front the dark green of the yew would be really nice. And there are a few of them, but somehow they just don't like it. They prefer to grow here on the weirdest spot of my garden. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it. Further than that, there's some Allisons here, self-sown, but I really like them. I've planted them a couple of years ago for the first time, and now they're just self-seeding everywhere. There's some dahlias, the white ones. This one is bull's bride, but I have to wait for it to open up. Yeah, the little bee has to wait as well. And then there's some zinnias in here. Over there is the Sahara white, and there's, as you can see, a dahlia as well, and that one is probably rotting. It's not doing really good. So, and then over here, I have a really beautiful zinnia. This is one of the Banneries. This is the giant white. Look at it. It is enormous. It's really, really beautiful. And then there are some more. I don't know if this is the Bannery as well, or if this is the Cinderella. I think this is the Cinderella white. Really pretty. And what I like about it is that the bees land on them to feed on the nectar. And it's such a really cute little scene. So yeah, I mostly like to grow these zinnias for the bees. And then in between there are the roses, flowering for the third time now. And yeah, maybe if I'm lucky, I think I even get a fourth bloom from these. Yeah, they're really doing really well this year. So before heading to the back of the garden, let's quickly turn here to the left. You can see the boxwood domes, nicely clipped. Really like it when they're looking crisp like that. There's some zinnias there as well. I'll show you them. And there's the Annabelles, the hydrangeas. As I mentioned, here are some Honoring Jobert anemones as well. Really lovely. Didn't plant these ones. These are all also Yeah, not self-sown, but I don't know how they got here. Maybe some pieces of root. But yeah, this is where they like it. And I have a few here at the back. These are the ones that I did plant. So there's still a few surviving ones. And then there's the Annabelles turning green. This one is got a little bit scorched by the sun. It was very hot the last couple of days. And then we have another dahlia, a white one. Almost start to flower, so this one is quite late. Not sure which one this is. I can check. Let me see if there must be a label in here somewhere. If I can find it. It's somewhere buried in the soil, I think. So yeah, this must be a white one, definitely. But I'm not sure which one this is. Maybe it's another bull's pride, or not sure. And then over here, lots of zinnias. The Cinderella white. And then the Benry, the giant lime. A really lovely double one here. Look at that flower. So beautiful. And they flower for quite a long time. So yeah, they're really easy to grow plants, and they're really good cut flowers as well. They have a very long vase life. Some more white roses here. The Sneeuwwitchen. And then there's mostly hellebores in here. And then there are a few anemones here. I've planted quite a lot of them, quite often, but there are some survivors. So yeah, not a lot of flowers. And then there's some ferns here. And another strong Annabelle. And then over here, the slugs and snails are nibbling on my asters. Oh, look at that. It has been a feast here. Oh, I'm quick enough. Look, this is what I mean with the bees on the flowers. It's so adorable. Isn't that cute? Really love that. So that's why I'm mainly growing them, for the bees. Cute little fellow. This is my new flower bed. We'll have a look a little bit later. And then, oh, there's another bee here on this zinnia. Look at that. Cutie. Oh. But let's go to the back first. As you can already see, lots of dahlias there. And there's one that really stands out at the moment, and that's the peaches. That is the one up there. That is almost 2 meters tall now. I don't know what that dahlia was thinking, but he wants to be the star of this garden. And then there's some breakout dahlias in front of it. Gorgeous flowers. Absolutely one of my favorites. There's lots of flowers and more to come. I think this rose is trying to keep up with the peaches dahlia. So over here, I'm waiting for some new dahlias to start flowering. A lot of them have finished flowering now, so I'm waiting for some new flowers to open up. There's still my little favorite here. This is the sweet Suzanne. Look at it, so pretty. And my favorite cosmos, the apricot lemonade. And the agastars are still in flower, but they're slowly fading now. But it has been flowering since July, so at least 2 months. Lots of birds flying over, it's probably a lot of noise. And there's some breakout dahlias, and lots of bees still in the agastache as well. So some more breakouts here. And this is Boom Boom White, and it's supposed to be a pompon dahlia, but somehow it's an open flower. Some more breakouts, and as you can see, there's still a lot of space here behind the agastache, and it's not growing really well here because of the agastache. So yeah, I might need to move some plants around for next year. And there's a cafe au lait here. And there's another dahlia there that hasn't flowered, so I think it's a yellow one. And then there's another garden jubilee here in flower. Over here I have a peaches dahlia. And that is the same one as that really tall dahlia that I have in the center. So let's have a look at that one. That is in this border. I'll turn you around. You can see. Look at that. So many beautiful flowers on here. They're so pretty. So this is a bit of a messy little flower bed now. Completely out of proportion with that tall dahlia. And it's taking up a lot of light for the other plants as well, so they're not doing really great. There is a breakout in flower. Look at it. So many flowers on here. So when I dig it up in autumn, I will label this one so that I know that this is a really tall one. Not sure if it will be growing just as tall next year, but yeah, just to be sure. And then I can place it somewhere more towards the back. Then the echinacea are still in flower. And what else is here? There's cafe au lait. I really like this combination. This is the cafe au lait. And then in combination with this one, the cherry caramel flux. I think it's a really pretty combination, really beautiful. And then I still have a few of these in flower, the apricotta, cosmos. So I think, yeah, these three work really well together. And next to the bench, not much is happening here. Those are the little pom-pom dahlias, but they don't have flowers at the moment. And the jasmine is flowering. It's going to flower for a second time. really lovely scent. And then this bed is a bit messy as well, with the cosmos and anemones and some dahlias. But I've clipped the box domes, as you can see, but somehow they're not looking great, probably because of the sun. Yeah. But I hope they will recover. Over here I have the cafe au lait, and this one is called cafe au lait twist, and as you can see it has these beautiful petals with these dark pink stripes. Lots of cosmos in here, lined with anemones, and these are all cupcakes cosmos. Lots of different colors and shapes. Softer pink one. There's more white with a little bit of pink and a ruffle, and there's a really lovely pink one in here. Really beautiful flower with these petals. Okay, let's go to the vegetable garden with the new little flower bed. Just going in here quickly and zoom out a bit because there's lots of flowers, lots of dahlias here. Really beautiful soft pink dahlias. So let's have a look. This one is the cafe au lait. Oh, look how beautiful. Yeah, this is also one of my favorite dahlias. So pretty. And then I have another one. This one is called Gets Perfection. Really soft pale pink, almost white. I think it's really pretty as well. I'm growing this one for the first time, and yeah, I really like that one. And then there's some breakouts in between. Look at those gorgeous flowers. They're a bit mixed in here. This one is a little bit too heavy. And there's the what are they called? I forgot the names. I can say it 100 times. Sweet Suzanne. Yeah, the Sweet Suzanne. Really beautiful, pretty little flowers. I think they work really well with the breakouts. They're a little bit similar, like with the yellow in the center, and then this breakout has that same yellowy in the center. And some more breakouts. And there's a zinnia here. Cinderella peach, I think. I can get it to focus. There it is. And what else is there? There's some scabious hidden there. Between. There's still some flux cherry caramel. Over here there is the zinnia Sahara white. And then there's a snapdragon here. So lots of flowers in here. Must say that I should have planted them differently, because now then the Sweet Suzanne is in the middle and it isn't growing very tall, so I should have placed the taller ones in the middle, but yeah, I didn't know what the Sweet Suzanne would look like and how tall it would grow. So yeah, for next year I would place them a little bit more on the outside, and I would give the snapdragons and the cosmos and flux a little bit more space, because now they're very much in between here in between the dahlias. So they really don't have much space to grow. Here's some more snapdragons. So yeah, that's for next year. And on this side, this is more my orangey color scheme. I have this one. This is the first time that I grow it. This is Cornell Bronze. It's a really beautiful little pom-pom dahlia. I think it's really pretty. I like the color as well. So for next year, I think I'll just place it in between the rest of the borders. I think it will work really well. It's not too orangey, so it's really, really beautiful. And then there's some other dahlias to come here. And then I had this one. It is a Zahara, and what was it? Yeah, we'll put the name underneath. I forgot the name. It's a Rebecca, I think. Not sure. But this is supposed to be a bit of a pink, but it's more a red one. So yeah, that's definitely one that I won't be growing anymore. Took a really, really long time to germinate and to grow into a large plant. Yeah, and it's not really fitting in with the rest of the colors, so yeah, won't be growing that one anymore. And then when we turn here to the vegetable garden, there's lots of tomatoes in here. Then there's still the sunflowers. They're really growing too tall in my little veg plot. I have a very large courgette that I really should be harvesting. It's getting way too big now. But I will use that for soup. And there's lots of tomatoes that need to be harvested. Some cherry tomatoes, some beefsteak tomatoes. This one's still green, but a little bit down here, they're already turning red. So those can be harvested. And there's the Cœur de Boeuf. And then some more cherry tomatoes in here. And yeah, this is a bit of a messy area. Have some sweet peas. They don't like it here. And they all have powdery mildew. Really love the flowers and the scent of it. And there's still some beans. But they're also really not enjoying it here. The leaves don't look really good. And they have some aphids, but not as many as usually. But I think growing to this wall is not a good idea. There's not enough air that goes through it, so then I get lots of disease. So, and then down here are my Brussels sprouts that are doing quite well, I think. Just noticed that there are some nibbling on here, so I think there are some caterpillars here. And these are the beetroots. I don't know what's wrong with them. I think they have something, some kind of a disease. The leaves are looking really badly now, and they're not growing anymore, but there are some that can be harvested, so at least I've got some beetroots out of them this year, but also lots of them that haven't grown at all, so yeah, basically I think that's it here. And the vegetable garden is another way too big courgette needing to be harvested. I'll show you the view from here. In my little dahlia flower paradise. I absolutely adore dahlias. Highly recommend growing them because they give you so much pleasure. There's so many shapes and colors to choose from, lots of different sizes. Let's quickly go over there to the large terrace. Another messy area, but yeah, definitely needs some work here. But there are some more tomatoes here that I'm going to harvest now. Look at all these tomatoes. Oh, lovely cherry tomatoes. So this is an area I'm going to tackle for next year because nothing grows here behind the yew hedge. It does get a lot of light, so that's not the problem. But it's dry and not a lot of nutrition here. Nothing grows here. I did try to grow some pumpkins, and as you can see, they're really tiny. Look at those. They're golf balls. Don't think I can make soup out of those. But yeah, these are the cuttings that I took from my hydrangea Annabelle, and they're doing quite okay here. So I think I'm going to be planting a lot more of those cuttings, taking more cuttings, and then I'm going to fill this gap all the way with the hydrangea Annabelle, I think, because that's, oh, once a plant decides that it likes its new spot, then I think I'm just going through with it and plant a lot more of them. Hope you enjoyed the garden tour. Thank you ever so much for watching. Wishing you all a lovely Sunday and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.